Chrome on the hood, light about a cup, dashboard glow, low blue, wind hit the doors, dust on the rims. Pulled up high where the city turned small, headlights cut lines in the canyon on the wall. Engine still warm, bass still under my ribs. Yeah, smoke curls soft in the night, get still. I saw your hand on the wheel, not moving. Gold on your wrist, small flame, then ruin. Perfume in the warm air, mixed with the burn. You look like a wrong turn, I still chose first. Your legs cross slow in the spill of the beam. Skin catch white, then fade in the steam. Wind on your head, got time moving strange. Whole world pause, but the low end stay. He say less, and the land more deep. Boys ride dark, like the tides in sleep. I taste the smoke when he lean my way. Like one long night, got lost in the break. Yeah. Time go blurry when you breathe on me. Headlights shake, but you stay with me. Wind keep talking, I can't let it leave. Round and round, you're stuck in me. Canyon edge, black drop, city lights fall. Your name in my mouth, sound slow like tar. I trace one line from your wrist to your knee. Night too wide, but you narrow it for me. He got that laid back heat, that dangerous calm. Ash on his thumb, stars on his arm. Not saying love, just saying stay. And that hit harder in the wind this way. I'm your feet cold, your body turn warm. Dust in the beam like a private storm. No club crowd now, just a sub in the trunk. And the hush between us, heavy and drunk. I watch the red lights paint both our cheeks. Hear tire hum dying under the beat. He look at me like he know I'm gone. Like the road been over, but we hold on. I could drive off, let the whole thing blur. Still I'm parked in the pullover. Smoking the cabin, halo on the throat. One more second and I'm losing the cold. Time go blurry when you breathe on me. Headlights shake, but you stay with me. Wind keep talking, I can't let it leave. Round and round, you're stuck in me. Haven't looked low from this turnout lane. Dust on the chrome, tears I won't name. I wear my smile like a silk thin lie, but the bass too honest when it moves inside. You got that far off look, sweet and gone, like sunrise built in a sad slow song. I touch your chin, you don't pull away. Not a whole cliffside bend to the way. You smell like heat, like trees, like night. Like bad good choices under soft dash light. I tell myself, keep cool, don't slip. Then his hand find mine, that's it. We young saints, we know this scene. Headlights whine and a tank on lean. But something in the silence went deeper tonight. Like your eyes let me in past the smoke and the shine. I used to love like a fast lane crash. Now I won't slow, won't haze, won't last. If I fall here, let it be this way. With the canyon holding what I can't say. Wind on the roof, heart in my throat. Dust in the light, hands moving slow. Night got no clock, just glow then fade. One long pull and we don't look away. Time go blurry when you breathe on me. Headlights shake, but you stay with me. Wind keep talking, I can't let it leave. Round and round, you're stuck in me. I wasn't stopping for the view tonight. I came for you, that's the truth tonight. I wasn't killing time up on this ledge. I drove up here cause losing you felt next. So if the dawn asks what this really is, it's me at midnight. already slipped. And if that wind keep every word we said, let it keep this. I'm gone on you more than I ever said.
Blue on the bottleneck, gold on the booth seams. City laid out below us, and the room was already moving like a memory. I remember that lounge in the soft focus drift, last call ringing low while the whole flow slipped into a slower glow, into a richer frame. In the dapper hours hush with your trace on my name. Leather held heat with a booth curved deep, low bass rolled under it, velvet and sweet. Smoke climbed lazy through the pendant light haze, turn the whole high room into a blur of praise. You leaned just enough to bend the hour thin, perfume in the air, gold on your skin. And I sat there calm in the way men lie, all cool in the chest while the one stay high. City lights below like jewelry spilled, too far to hold, too bright, too still. And somehow the distance fit the mood just right, all dreamy and tender with a little more night. I keep replaying the scene in pieces, your wrist by the glass, your shoulder and knee on my chain going cold while the room stay warm. And the silence between us dressed up like charm. Luxury, loneliness, blue on the smoke, gold on the stress. Luxury, loneliness, room full of shine, heart in the dress. Luxury, loneliness, you that close, still hard to possess. All that glow, all that lay, all of it sitting here on my chest. I remember the bar rail catching low red stripes, the staff stacking stemware in the edge of the lights, the DJ letting one more slow record bleed like the room knew exactly what the dark might need. No hard scene, no rush, no break, just a rich little ache. I was trying not to name, just your outline drifting through the low lit blur, and my whole night leaning a little toward her. Glossy in the way the memory moves now, every detail polished by the weight of a dance. All blue on the labels, gold over the boost, and the whole lounge floated like I thought with no end. Dreamy, yes, but the sadness was dressed, not ragged, not loud, just smooth at best. The kind that was cologne and sits up straight, the kind that smiles slow when it's getting too late. I felt it in the bass when the room thinned out, in the warm black air when the last laughs drowned, in the way your perfume stayed longer than sound, making even the silence feel velvet bound. Luxury, loneliness, blue on the smoke, gold on the stress. Luxury, loneliness, room full of shine, heart in the dress. Luxury, loneliness, you that close, still hard to possess. All that glow, all that lay, all of it sitting here on my chest. By the final stretch, the high room turned private, more shadow in the corners, more softness in the violet, more gold on the bottles, less noise in the crowd, and every little gesture started landing too loud. I remember my hand on the rim of the glass, watching the city flicker in the black below, watching your body hold the last of the warmth like the night itself didn't want to let go. It wasn't love set bright, wasn't pain set plain, more like a polished shake under deep bass rain, more like knowing the hour was already gone, while the room kept blowing like it still had time. That is the part that stays after the smoke clears, how the luxury made the loneliness prettier, how the loneliness made the luxury honest. I both sat down in my chest and stayed. Now when I think back, it doesn't come straight. It arrives like a force shovel washed in neon, all silk on the edges, all bruised in the center, all last call beauty with the sadness turned on, and never replay leaves the same mark. That blue gold hush, that elegant dark, that one soft hour above the city light still moving in me when the room is gone. Last pour, low glow, deep bass, moving slow. Your scent, my calm, night stretched, too long. Blue fell, gold stayed, and the whole room began to fade. Luxury, loneliness, blue on the smoke, gold on the stress. Luxury, loneliness, room full of shine, heart in the dress. Luxury, loneliness, you that close, still hard to possess. starlight softened. The floor lost its color. The city below turned distant and thin. Smoke went dim in the rafters. Gold slipped off the leather. Blue sank down into the glass. And the whole last call dream just faded to black.
Bass in the floor first. Ice in the bucket. Lift cables humming somewhere. And that room above the city still breathing low.
Morning came thin, but the night stayed thick. Still got that hush in my chest, still got your heat on it. Private lounge, high over the blocks. Last call fading soft, but the low end never stopped. Blue from the bar rail, gold on the trim. Velvet all around us, smoke going loose at the rim. You leaned in slow with that look half tied. Skin catching lamp glow, like the room got wide. I barely said much, just watched you move. Chain at your throat, small sparks in the blue. Whole place floating, late and plush. Door staff whispering, but we stayed in the hush. City below us, all blurred, all glow. I felt less alone every time you came close. Warm air, dark scent, your hand on my sleeve. Now in daylight, that's all that won't leave. Plus midnight, stay close, stay close. Old blue room, move slow, move slow. Warm smoke, go touch, don't go. All night on me, still on me, still on me. I keep replaying the shape of your laugh. Small and soft, then gone too fast. The booth held us like a secret kept. Leather still warm from the way you sat. No bright crowd scene, just a thinning room. Glassware stacked quiet in the late song bloom. I remember your perfume mixed with the burn. Remember that pause before you turned. Heating the silence, heating the glance, heating the space between your hands. And loneliness moved in too. Not while you touched me, right after you. That's the part that stayed in the track. How the bass held me down when the room pulled back. Gold on the bottleneck, blue on your knees. My voice stayed calm, but the warmth ran deep. I let the record spin, let the hour drag silk. Let your eyes say enough without saying it big. But still I stay close, stay close. Low blue room, move slow, move slow. Warm smoke, go touch, don't go. All night on me, still on me, still on me. This morning quiet, ain't really quiet. I still hear subtones under the silence. Still see the city way down beneath, like a field of diamonds, too far to keep. Still see your fingers around the glass stem. Still feel that pull when you lean back in. Luxury wasn't loud, wasn't flash, wasn't noise. It was soft black sleeves and your half-soft voice. It was private height with the lights turned low. It was one more song when we should have gone. It was smoking rings, breaking over gold. It was wanting more and not saying so. Now the room is gone, but the mood ain't left. It sits in my lungs, it sleeps in my breath. I got daylight on me, but the night runs long. One body gone, and the bass lives on.
Softly,
hallway still, but under my ribs, the pressure don't quit. Room gone dark, your warmth gone light. You're somewhere below the silence. The bass still breathing tonight.
Already deep in the leather with the dash light blue across my hand. Already in the haze with the palms bending over the lane. Already wearing your perfume in the cabinet. Already gone enough to let the city blur and still feel every burn. I keep the coupe in the velvet crawl, where the black top shines under midnight mist, and the chrome keeps catching neon like the road is trying on jewelry. One arm loose on the wheel, one thought circling your skin, and that thought gets warmer every time the signal changes red. The whole strip feels expensive in a quiet way. All dark lacquer, soft smoke, deep rims and bass, heavy enough to slow my heartbeat without ever calming it. Palm shadows slide over the hood and melt across the glass, while the city breathes somewhere off to the side, far enough to look pretty, near enough to feel like pressure. I stay in that perfect middle where one ride's clean and loneliness rides cleaner, both dressed up and sitting close like they belong beside me.
Night drive glide, let the whole lane flow. Palm lights swim while the low end rolls. Heat on my chest and a ghost that won't go. Night drive glide, just me and the glow.
I pass sleeping storefronts and late lit signs that smear blue, rose, and gold across the bodywork. The dashboard keeps that cool studio glow on my ring and sleeve, while warm air through the cracked glass reminds me this city knows how to tempt a man without touching him. Just give him one long boulevard, a pocket full of smoke, a memory with soft edges, and a trunk full of bass that sounds like somebody breathing slow in the dark. There's a loneliness and looks better after midnight that slips on cologne and black fabric and lets the glow do half the talking. There's a heat that never rushes, that reclines low in the leather and waits for the perfect block, the perfect red light, then turns one passing thought into a full-length craving.
Night drive glide, let the whole lane flow. Palm lights swim while the low end rolls. Heat on my chest and a ghost that won't go. Night drive glide, just me and the glow.
Yeah. By now the haze is settled into everything, into the roofline, the vents, the sleeves of my jacket, into the way my thoughts stretch longer than the blocks beneath the wheels. The palms keep coming in elegant rows, like a procession for some private religion, built from asphalt, perfume, smoke, and restraint. I can still feel your outline in the warmest spaces of the air, still see your closeness whenever passing light touches the passenger side. No rush in the rear view, no harshness in the lane, just soft black road and the easy drag of the tires with deep bass pressing against my ribs. Heat keeps leaning forward in me, loneliness keeps leaning back, and I cruise between them like both are old friends who never learned how to leave. So let the city fade behind the tent, let the lane stay long, let the palm tops sway above the roof, let the sub stay strong, let the smoke move lazy through the blue, and let the silence gleam. Night drive glide, let the whole lane flow. Palm lights swim while the low end rolls. Heat on my chest and a ghost that won't go.
spinning in the mirror. And the coupe keeps easing forward with that same deep breath under the seats. The haze stays hanging in the cab and the chrome holds one last ribbon of light. And the city slips back in the distance. Engine rolling away. Engine rolling away. While the night stays warm and the smoke behind me.
This morning got your perfume card in my jacket. Got Boulevard Haze still stuck in my habit. I keep replaying that midnight strip. Palms overhead and the whole road dip. Chrome on the door took gold from the signs. Dashboard blue made silk out your thighs. I drove real slow just to keep that frame. Your hand on my wrist like a match to flame. Tire hum low with the bass underneath. City all blurred but your pool stay deep. Smoking loose rings by the vent like glow. I said less words, let the cravings show. You had that look like the night was bought. All soft control and expensive thoughts. Warm air moved through to the cracked down glass. My pulse got caught when your fingers passed. Every red light made the moment stretch. Every green game in the block more depth. Now daylight here but my mind still rides. That palm line spell from the other side.
Moon on your skin, hand on my soul. Warm lights blur when the low wind rolls. All night mine in the hush in the heat. Moonlit hole, got your name on the beat.
I remember the gloss on the wet black lane. Even bone dry streets look slick in my brain. Maybe that's the loop, how obsession work. Turn one soft ride to a whole night's church. Neon brush chrome on the side of the coupe. You lean back slow when the dark got smooth. I caught your laugh in the rear view hush. Small and rich like a velvet rush. No loud scene, just a dangerous calm. Your knee on mine and you're sending my palms. Boulevard lights kept breaking in gold. Like time got lazy and refused to fold. I let the block take one more spin just to feel that closeness settle in. Deep bass pressed through the leather seat. Your breath hit warm and it moved with the beat. I ain't slept right since that ride let go. Still got your outline in the smoke I blow. Morning sun here but it don't erase that moon made claim from your body language.
Moon on your skin, hand on my soul. Warm lights blur when the low wind rolls. All night mine in the hush in the heat. Moonlit hole, got your name on the beat.
I keep seeing your necklace rise and fall. Little silver pulse when the night got tall. Keep seeing your mouth in the dash light blue. The half smile saying you felt it too. Luxury was in diamonds all over the seat. It was late night patience in the way you breathe. It was warm black top under palm tree shade. It was smoke in the cabin and the plans we never made. Up obsession sound like the trunk on low. Not too loud, just enough to know. It moved through the ribs, it sit in the chest. It make one boulevard feel better than rest. I had one hand loose on the lack of will. One thought only on how your skin would feel. You turned toward me when the strip went wide. Moon on your cheek in the city outside. Everything simple but nothing small. Just night, just us, just that after hours drawn. I'm wanting coffee, can't cut that thread. I'm still on that boulevard in my head. Still in that haze where the palms all bend. Still in that ride that don't wanna end.
So let it loose, let it come back round. That tire song, that velvet sound, that moon on you, that heat on me, that slow black road, and the way you leave. Moon on your skin, hand on my soul. Palm lights blur when the low wind rolls. All light mine in the hush in the heat. Moonlit hole, got your name on the beat. Engine eased out, Street lights thin, palms slid by, and the smoke stayed in. I took one last look, then the wheels went long. Motor rolled away, but your pull stayed on.
Already in the cabin. Dash low blue. Ocean air through the crack. And your perfume sitting on the smoke.
Got one hand on my heart, I'm gone on you. Coastline bending black, moon dragging silver through. Tide sing soft, slug hit slow. Chrome catch light, then let it go. This that late hour calm, that rich dark is. Salt on my sleeves, warm wind in the seams. I ain't talking big, I'm talking true. Right now on this highway, I'm going on you. Headlights pour long, over the rail. Your skin in my mind, every breath, every detail. I keep the coupe steady, keep the pace served thick. But inside my chest, everything move quick. Smoke hang loose, by the console glow. I say your name once, then ride it low. Seductive with the choir, let the worst not the show. Just me, this ocean lane, and what I can't let go. Lose me slow in that moonlit black. Coastline road, and I stay on her. Dream don't break, let the whole thing sway. Low ride mine, and I fade your way. I confess in real time, why the lanes stay wet dark, why the bass stay deep, like a hand on my heart. No crowd, no noise, just the sea down below, and the soft black road with that after hours glow. You feel close in the cabin, even when you ain't here, like your heat got parked in the shape of the air, like your touch left weight on the leather and trim, and the smoke keep curling where your shadow beams. I know how to play cool, I know how to coast, how to wear that calm like a silk line ghost. But tonight gotta pull, and it ain't playing fair. Every mile gets sweeter, every thought get rare. Moon on the lip, blue on my ring, ocean breathing beside me, like you know everything. I keep floating this line, but dream on in peace. And the more I confess, the less the craving leaves. Lose me slow in that moonlit black. Coastline road, and I stay on her. Dream don't break, let the whole thing sway. Low ride mine, and I fade your way. It's that smooth kind of dangerous, soft kind of fire. When the road look endless, and the want climb high. Not loud, not wild, just
expensive and deep, like the night got velvet under every heartbeat. I see your body in flashes, dashboard blue, salt light on your throat. How the dark love you, how your scent mix sweet with the rolled up haze. Turn one long drive to a hypnotic maze. I could ride till dawn, still not clear the spell. Still hear your breath in the sub as it fell. Still feel that lean, that near skin heat. When the cabin got small and the world got weak. So yeah, this me. No game in the tone. Coastal dark outside, but I'm not alone. You live in the loop, in the tide and the bass, in the warm night smoke, and the look on my face. Ocean to the left, guardrail to the right. Your ghost in the hate, and the moon doing light. I keep speaking it plain, over kick, over drone. If I stay this calm, it's because you're that strong. Lose me slow in that moonlit black coastline road, and I stay on her. Dream don't break, let the whole thing sway. Low ride mine, and I fade your way. And the highway opens, and I take that bend. Salt air colder now, motor humming again. I don't leave a word, I just let the tires sing, and the coupe slide on. Would you pull on everything?
You appear first as a silhouette in the dash blue dark. Shoulder line soft where the salt air crossed your skin. City glow behind you, ocean black beside you, and the whole highway turned intimate at once. You sit low in the leather while the coupe keeps breathing. Chrome on the door, catching little red smears from the passing signs. Your perfume mixing with warm smoke and ocean air, until the cabin feels richer than it has any right to feel. I keep my hand easy on the wheel and let the coast unspool. Guardrail silver, lane lines melt and tire hum deep as a secret. And you stay there in profile like the night built itself around you. All soft edges, all late light glow, all calm that makes a man drift. The bass presses slow through the seats and into my ribs. Not loud enough to break the spell, just heavy enough to own the hour. And your skin takes turns with the dashboard blue and the roadside neon. Sometimes gold, sometimes rose, sometimes almost gone in a haze. That is the bliss of it. You close enough to make the road feel private, the sea close enough to make the silence expensive. The smoke hanging in curls like time got slower to watch you breathe. That is the emptiness too, because even while you are here, some part of the night already feels like memory. Already feels like something I won't be able to hold past dawn.
You in the neon haze, I stay devoted. You on the coast at night, I'm alright floating. You in the low blue glow, my heart's still open. Neon haze devotion,
turn your face toward the windshield and the moon finds you, laying a pale line across your throat and the curve of your jaw, while the highway slips between cliffside dark and the black breathing water, like we are driving through the middle of a dream nobody else can touch. I keep noticing the smallest things about you, your fingers resting light on your knee, the way your hair keeps catching the warm air from the cracked glass, the way your bracelet flashes once and disappears back in the shadow. Nothing in this ride asks for urgency. The road is patient, the ocean is patient, the bass is patient, even the smoke knows how to wait around your body, until the whole cabin feels like devotion without saying a word. And still there is that late night hollow under the beauty, that polished Jake under the luxuries, that quiet place where I know the coast keeps moving whether I want it to or not. You make that emptiness look almost sacred, you make it glow, you make it worth riding beside for a little longer, just to feel your nearness against all that endless black water. You in the neon light, I stay devoted. You on the coast at night, and the whole ride floating. You in the low blue glow, my heart's still open. Neon haze devotion, keep the dark in motion. You are the reason every passing sign feels slower tonight, the reason every mile of blacktop seems dipped in lacquer and longer, the reason the cabin keeps turning softer each time the sub rolls under us like a second tide. I do not need big words for what you do to the hour. You lean back once and the leather remembers. You exhale once and the smoke changes shape. You glance my way once and the whole highway goes in at it. All moonlit railings, wet looking chrome, distant city sparks and salt on the breeze. This is how devotion happens out here. Not in bright rooms, not under watchful light, but on a coastal run after midnight, with your warmth near enough to ruin my composure, and the ocean beside us making everything feel temporary and beautiful. I know bliss can be lonely when it gets this clean. I know longing can look luxurious when the night dresses it right. I know the road will keep going after this song ends. Still I keep driving slower, keep letting the smoke stay sweet in the air, keep letting your outline live in the blue glow, because some nights are too perfect to reach for and too alive not to worship while they last. You in the seat of the side, bass under both of us, all through the ride, neon on your skin, moon on the waves. I keep my calm while my whole heart caves. You in the neon haze, I stay devoted. You on the coast at night, and the whole ride floating. You in the low blue glow, my heart's still open. Neon haze depletion, keep the dark in motion. The morning comes quiet on the edge of the water. The neon falls out of your skin. The dashboard blue turns thin, and the smoke loses its shape in the pale air. The highway is still there. You are still there. But the night goes silent between us. And even the bass feels like it is listening.
The lamp was already low on the teak. Fog already warm on the linen. Bass already moving under the flow. And your perfume was already inside the smoke. still replay that cabana in a slow go drift. Shoreline breathing dark while the warm mist live. All around the post, all around your skin, all around the quiet way I almost gave in. Low table glowing with the ember red ash. Silver tray soft in a honey light wash. Deep bass rolling from somewhere underneath. Like the whole night had a pulse and it stayed with me. You lean back easy with a linen held heat. Bare shoulder lit up by the far resort pink. That little neon bleeding through the fog off the coast, making your outline feel holy and close. I remember the salt, the smoke, the sway in my lungs. The way time got loose and the hour came undone. The way desire looked, dressed and calm. Not loud, not rushed, just laid in your arms. Everything rich in a slow burn frame. Everything hushed like the dark knew your name. And I sat there caught in the softest danger, letting the glow make the whole thing stranger.
Neon in the fog, stay close, stay close. You glow in the smoke, stay close, stay close. Late night devotion all over me. Neon in the fog, that's all I see.
Then the memory cuts to your ankle crossing. Fog on the floor in the low wind talking. Ice in the bucket, sweating by the chase. Warm wind moving through the woven shade. I still feel the pull in the back of my chest. That haze-soaked hunger, dressed up as best. Not like chaos, more like silk on flame. More like one touch I still can't name. The sea kept brushing the edge of the dark. Little silver lines past the cedar and palms. And the cabana held us in a private glow. All amber inside with the rose light low. I remember your bracelet, catching one blink. Then the smoke ring climbing and starting to sink. And every small thing got richer with time. The gold on your throat, the dark in your eyes. Even now it arrives like a slow replay. A room full of warmth I can't wash away. That after hour spell where the truth stayed near. And the fog made devotion look good on fear.
Neon in the fog, stay close, stay close. You glow in the smoke, stay close, stay close. Late night devotion all over me. Neon in the fog, that's all I see.
Yeah. Last part of the memory always lands softer. Mist got thicker, bass got darker. Lamp glow thinning on the edge of the seat. My cool running low with your warmth in reach. I remember the hush right before we moved. The kind of silence that could alter a room. The kind that sits between wanting and fate, making every second feel too ornate. Luxury that wasn't diamonds or crowds. It was warm fog curling under the lounge. It was salt on the air and our body held still. It was smoke in the dark with too much to feel. I kept thinking maybe the night would hold. Maybe neon could live in the gold. Maybe the sea would forget about dawn. Maybe the ache could stay this calm. But memory knows how to frame the truth, how to leave you the scent in the shape of a mood, how to keep one scene in a rich slow burn and make a man loop back every time he turns. One more fog, low flame, your breath, my name, pink glow, black sea. That whole night stayed on me. One more drift, one more wave, one more thing I never saved.
Neon in the fog, stay close, stay close. You glow in the smoke, stay close, stay close. Late night devotion all over me. Neon in the fog, that's all I see.
Yeah. That dawn came in with a mist turned pale. Took the pink from the fog, took the gold from the rail. The sea got clearer, the base felt thin, and the whole cabana lost its afterglow skin. Still your scent stayed warm in the linen and smoke, while the morning kept cutting through everything slow.
Come a little closer, just past the pool light, just where the fog turns pink on your shoulders, leaning and hear me slow. This whole rooftop got my chest talking different tonight. No crowd in this corner, no daylight in this hour, just water, smoke and the truth I keep under velvet.
I remember the rooftop first, its color and temperature, neon bleeding through the fog and soft bruised ribbons, while the pool held the sky in broken pieces, and the air stayed warm enough to keep every thought undressed. And I was already halfway gone in that rich late night drift. Glass in my hands, smoke in my lungs, deep bass moving under the tiles like a second pulse built for confession. You stood near the water with that moonlit stillness that make a man forget his script. Your skin carrying blue and rose and gold as the fog kept changing its mind around you. And something about that view felt old to me in the sweetest way, like nostalgia showed up early and sat beside desire and let them wear the same cologne. For the rest of the night I kept my voice low, not out of fear but out of respect for the mood, because some hours turn holy when the lights get dim enough. Some bodies turn memory before the moment even ends, and that rooftop knew all of it. The soft wet shine on the stone, the distant city under us, the perfume and the warm air, the way the smoke kept making halos where your shoulders caught the glow.
Smoke on your skin and the bass under me, close enough to breathe where the whole night leans. Smoke on your skin and your heat on me. I don't want this hush to leave.
The pool looked endless from where I sat, all neon milk and midnight depth, and every ripple sent light climbing the edges of your body like the water wanted a closer look than I could ask for. So I let the silence work for me while the sub rolled slow and expensive under the chase and the rail and the soft white towels folded near the bar cart. This wasn't loud craving, this was the polished kind, the type that reclines instead of reaches, the type that stays composed while the pulse gets reckless underneath, the type that remembers old smoke on old nights and wonders why your presence fits them all so clean, as if every unfinished feeling I ever kept had been waiting for this exact rooftop and this exact fog. I kept thinking how the air smelled like chlorine, salt and perfume, how the city below looked too far away to interrupt us, how your outline through the haze made loneliness look beautiful for a minute. And that's the dangerous part of nights like this, they dress emptiness and luxury, they wrap the aching soft light, they make a man feel rich enough to touch a memory and still too distant to hold it.
Smoke on your skin and the bass under me, close enough to breathe where the whole night leans. Smoke on your skin and your heat on me. I don't want this whole.
By the time the hour grew softer and the rooftop thinned to almost nothing but us and the water and the patient hum of the speakers, I could feel the confession building like weather behind my teeth, because the truth is always heavier when the night gets good, always smoother when it rides on bass, always harder to hide when the fog blurs everything except the thing you want most. I watched your hand trail the edge of the chase, watch the neon catch your wrist and slide away, watch the smoke fall between us like it knew intimacy better than language, and I kept replaying old versions of myself in other beautiful places, other polished mistakes, other sweet after hour scenes, but none of them carried the same pull, the same calm ruin, the same perfect ache. It felt like the whole rooftop was floating above time, like the pool had no bottom, like the city had no morning, like your skin in the smoke, and the music had entered some dream loop where every second stayed warm and unfinished, and inside that loop I stopped pretending I was cool enough for distance, because distance never looked this good, never smelled this good, never pressed this deep against my ribs, while the night kept asking me to say what I mean. The fog got thicker and the lights got slower and the bass got deeper and the truth got closer. Your shadow on the water, my breath in the smoke, the whole rooftop moving like a secret trying not to break. And I knew then that memory had already started, even while the night was still happening, even while your warmth was still near enough to change the air.
Smoke on your skin and the bass under me, close enough to breathe where the whole night leans.
perfume found me first, warm over chlorine, soft through the neon mist, like the night when my name is smoke.
Rooftop pool glowing like a dream left on. Blue water breathing with the bass turned on. Fogging pink ribbons round the edge, lit tiles. City far below doing mute gold miles. I move through the haze like the haze got hands. Silk on my chest, cool ring on my hand. Deep low end, rolling through the concrete frame. Everything blurred but the pool stay plain. Late night bliss got a wet light shine. Skin catch colored in the slips from time. Reflections breaking in the water skin. Like memory practicing how to begin. I feel high in the dark, calm in the heat. Lounging shadows long where the glow gets deep. Smoke hanging lazy in the warm roof air. And a sweet empty feeling already there. Not pain, not peace. More like a beautiful drift. More like the night gave gold to the void and told me live in it.
Hey, say stay. I hear it like love. Neon on skin, and the bass rise up. They say stay. Don't ask what it was. Just flow with me, like the smoke knows.
Dream stay pace, everything half melt. Fog on the pool rails, wet line of felt of the night itself. Soft and expensive, desire in the blur, no need to define it. I got that laid back weight in my breath, that after hours glide in the curve of my step. Walk slow by the water, let the whole thing lean. Let the blue and magenta do things to the scene. A chair half lit like I thought I forgot. A towel on stone still holding warmth. An ice bucket silver in the corner glow. All luxury, quiet, all motion slow. And none of that bliss, yet a hollow still swim. Small as a post, deep as the rim of the pool. Where the city lights scatter and bend. Where the smoke turn tender and never quite end. I don't fight it, I let temptation dress. Let the fog right soft on my shoulders and neck. Let the roomless rooftop become a language where absence sound rich and the body understands it.
Hey, say stay. I hear it like love. Neon on skin, and the bass rise up. They say stay. Don't ask what it was. Just flow with me, like the smoke knows.
Now the roof feel farther from the world below. More dreamed in place, more pulsed and roll. And I drift by the pool like a thought cut loose. All silk, all mist, all low in truth. Bliss got a body here warm and bright. Late night emptiness, two dressed just right. They dance together in a chrome blue spill. One says take more, one says hold still. I got both in my lungs with the rolled up calm. Both in my chest when the neon swarm. Slip over the water in a liquid chant. Turn one and the color turn ache in a trance. My shadow lean long on the damn tie line. Like another me fading one beat behind. And the fall keep touching everything I own, till even my solitude don't feel alone. It's that rooftop luxury without a word. It's that rich soft silence after the herd. Kick a snare and sub in the city beneath. It's that sweet strange closeness with nothing to keep. I close my eyes, still see the glow. Still feel the smoke where the warm winds blow. Still hear the haze saying stay a little more. Like the night got a hand on the small of my soul like shoe.
Pool like summer, fog like blue. Face down or follow me. On skin image, cold towel touch. Race in the dark, Floyd in the space. I hear it like love. Neon on skin, and the bass rise up. They say stay. Don't ask what it was. Just flow with me, like the smoke knows.
Then dawn came thin through the color mist. Soft gray cutting across all this. Moon went pale, fog lost flame. City got sharper, nothing stayed the same. Bass still under me. Sky moved in, and the night let go. One light at a time.